Good day, everyone. It's Dale York, Just Fish Outdoors, and Lowrance Electronics Academy. And I have a very special event coming up. This is going to be March the 25th through the 27th. And I have on the phone with me my cohort in crime for Lowrance Pro-Staff, Steve Carroll. Good day, Mr. Carroll.
Well, hello. Glad to be on here.
Yeah, we're gonna talk a little bit about the Redcrest Outdoor Sports Expo that's coming up starting this Friday, March 25th. And my goodness, you know, this thing is just awesome with over 130 booths, fishing seminars, product giveaways. And one of the most important things, at least in my humble opinion, is free admission. You know,
yeah.
How can you beat that? Steve, what else strikes your fancy as to what's going on here?
Well, it's just a long list of vendors that are going to be there. They're going to be set up doing product giveaways. There's going to be fishing for the kids. It's a full-blown family kind of oriented event at the Expo Center over in Tulsa. Everybody knows where that is. It's the fairgrounds. In the huge building over there, it's going to be, like Dale said, 130 booths of just about everything to do with outdoors, from fishing, of course, to hunting and just other outdoor stuff. There's going to be truck stuff there, trailer hitches, boat hitches. Of course, Dale and I are going to be there in the Lowrance booth. There will be marine electronics companies there displaying their stuff. But we'll be in there all day from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day. But it looks like a pretty big deal. Like you said, it's free to get in. Of course, it's free parking over there at the expo, so you know, you might burn $5 worth of gas getting there, but you know, once you get there, it's going to be free. So, you know, anybody in the Tulsa area should make it a point to black out at least one of those days and come over there and see the latest and greatest in rods and reels and all kinds of tackle. Of course, like I said, Dale and I will be. Lowrance will have a big booth there with all of their stuff. You can come and look at it. You can talk to Dale and I and probably some other pro staff members will be there all day long, ask questions. We'll be able to address problems you may be having. You may be wanting to upgrade your equipment. There'll be everything that we have will be on display there for you to come and push the buttons and hopefully resolve any problems you may be having with your stuff. So we'd be glad to spend a few minutes with you and try and help out whatever way we can.
Yeah, folks, this is just going to be a lights out show. It's going to be a massive show. The building that this thing is going to be in, you know, is over 10 acres. And at one time, it was the largest open span building in the United States. It's just a massive, massive building. And, you know, we're going to have everything. We're going to have fishing seminars. We're going to have product demonstrations, interactive games, product giveaways. They're going to be handing out free samples. And I guarantee you there's going to be some deals here at this show. There's going to be big discounts on outdoor gear. And, boy, you know, what better way to spend a Friday or Saturday or even Sunday afternoon than to come out to the show and start wandering around. I'm sure if you fish, hunt, or boating or into camping, there's going to be something at this show that's going to catch your eye. I guarantee you. They're going to be having the live watch party post-game show from 4 to 7 every day. You'll be able to watch the live fishing action on jumbo screens around the facility and root for your favorite pro. You're going to be able to win prizes, Optima batteries. There's going to be a giveaway every 30 minutes each day. Wow. You could win a MLF Cup angler jersey, fishing rods, reels, televisions, or even a Bass Pro Shop gift card. There's going to be a lot of things going on, and boy, it's just going to be an awesome show. And as Steve said, we highly recommend you guys to come out and participate. And Steve, this is also a family-friendly show, isn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's going to be a lot of stuff geared towards the kids. There's going to be a catfishing pond in there. Another thing that's going to happen is you're going to be able to sign up Sunday afternoon. They're going to give away a Toyota Tundra pickup to somebody. There's going to be music. Let's see, Sunday afternoon, there's going to be Clayton Anderson's there. There's going to be taking the stage there Sunday afternoon at 4 o'clock. And so there'll be plenty of entertainment, just stuff going on all the time. Jimmy Houston's going to be there. He's an Oklahoma, fishing legend. But he'll be there.
Yeah, and if you wanted to get an autograph from one of the pros, they'll all be there. Even Blaine Howard will be doing live music on Friday and Saturday evenings starting at 4 p.m. Like Steve mentioned, they're going to give away the Toyota pickup. It's just a huge, huge show. During Friday and Saturday, there's just going to be something for the kids, for every kid. They're going to have the Paw Patrol there. Like Steve said, they're going to have the catfish pond. So kids can compete for hourly awards. They're going to have archery shooting range and some things from Bass Pro Shop. Your child will be able to test their casting skills. Man, National Turkey Federation's going to have a BB gun range there. That's always huge favorite for the kids is that BB gun trailer. Yeah, there'll be even some kids coloring stations. Even the kids will be able to go on to a scavenger hunt in the kids' zone bingo game. So, boy, I mean, there's so many things going on that it's really going to be a family-friendly show. And like I said, there'll just be something for everybody, don't you think, Steve?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It kind of sneaked up on me. It's kind of early in the year, but it's kind of in conjunction with Bass Pro's Big Spring Fishing Classic that's going on right now until the end of the month. Of course, Bass Pro Shop is a huge sponsor and supporter of Major League Fishing, as well as Lowrance. We'll have several Lowrance pros there. Usually, they'll have some of the Lowrance pros in our booth talking to folks and signing autographs, taking pictures, that kind of stuff. That's always real popular. So we look forward to that.
Yeah, folks, we want to mention again that, this is going to kick off March the 25th through the 27th in Tulsa, Oklahoma at the SageNet Center, which is the expo building, and it's called the Redcrest Outdoor Sports Expo. You can look them up online. They've got a full schedule, as well as the MLF. You just type in Redcrest Outdoor Sports Expo, and it's going to come up on your screen. It opens at 10 o'clock in the morning and runs until 7 p.m. in the evening. And like Steve said, me and Steve, Lowrance Pro-Staff, will be in the Lowrance booth out there all 3 days to help you with purchasing decisions, to help you with what products, upgrades that you may be looking at, software upgrades that you may be needing to have. We'll be talking Active Target. We'll be talking, HDS Lives. We'll be talking Ghost Trolling Motors. We'll be talking all the goodies that Lowrance has come out with in the last couple of years, won't we, Steve?
Yeah, there'll be a lot of stuff there in the booth that you can get hands on with. Just things about sonar and GPS, and have some knowledgeable people there pointing things out to you that you may not have noticed just looking online. Big opportunity to make an informed decision and feel good about what you did. So would urge anybody, make an effort to get out here and get hands-on with some of this stuff. And of course, Dale and I are always standing by once you do upgrade, or if you're having problems, we'd be more than glad to go out and get in the boat with you and help with some on the water. It's kind of what our specialty is now. Look forward to seeing everybody out there this weekend. I'm pretty pumped up about it. I always like doing stuff like this because the day just flies by. There's so many people and so much going on. It's just a lot of fun.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it will fly by. I mean, usually at these shows, Steve and I talk to so many people and have such a great time doing it. And, we really enjoy helping the people. Steve and I have run Lowrance equipment for years and years and years and years. And I won't say we know everything there is to know about it, but we're somewhat familiar with this equipment. And so if nothing else, bring your questions out or things that Steve talked about doing research, bring your research questions out and ask questions. We'll be more than happy to talk with you and maybe be able to guide you in a specific direction. And who knows, we may be able to save you money. We're not all about trying to sell the biggest, the baddest, and the most. We're all about helping people, and that's what we really, really enjoy. Another thing that would be very beneficial if you're trying to figure out a new fishing technique or new lure or something, a new rod or new reel, come out and talk to some of these pros. I guarantee you they know the technique that you're trying to learn and the equipment that you need to fulfill that technique. And there's no better source for information than coming to these shows and asking your questions. Don't you think, Steve?
Oh yeah, that's probably the highlight of the whole event, and that's what it's for. So those pros that are there, Dale and I included, are looking forward to helping you with any questions you have. But in every booth, there's going to be people there that are willing to talk to you and willing to answer questions and have discussions about whatever it is, they have in their booth. We talked a little bit about being free to get in and spending $5 in gas. Well, you couldn't ask for a better venue. The place is huge. There's going to be 130 booths, and everybody's going to be right there within walking distance. You'll be able to save $100 in gasoline from driving around different places, looking at stuff and talking to people. So it's an excellent opportunity to come out and meet some of the pros that you follow. And I get pretty excited about it because I just pretty much live fishing and hunting, and I just like doing stuff like this.
Yeah, and it shows in our enthusiasm, folks. We grew up doing this stuff, and we're both retired guides and pros, and we've caught a fish or two in our lives, so we do know what we're talking about. Once again, folks, that's March the 25th through the 27th, and that's going to be in Tulsa, Oklahoma, at the Expo. Or the SageNet Center, they're same thing, and it's called the Redcrest Outdoor Sports Expo, and that's going to start at 10 o'clock in the morning for all 3 days. That's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and it's going to go till 7 o'clock in the evening. And like Steve said, my gosh, it's just a wealth of knowledge, as well as, like I say, I think there will be a lot of items for sale, and some of these items will have big discounts. So, it could be a good place to pick up some of those baits with springs starting to hatch pretty good out there in northeast Oklahoma. I think it's supposed to be 80 degrees today, isn't it, Steve?
Yeah, and I was just looking at some of the Edwin Evers and Tommy Biffle were talking on this Redcrest website about, their thoughts about, who they thought was going to end up in the money. And everybody is really looking forward. The Grand Lake is pretty much on fire right now. So there's going to be lots of fish caught. There's liable to be some big fish caught. These guys, they can get it done. So come on out. Watch these guys get weighed in the afternoon. Listen to some music. Eat some corn dogs. Just,
buy some fishing gear. Yeah. And like I said, folks, bring the kids out to this thing, because there's just a ton of things going on for the kids. Like I said, scavenger hunts. The Wild Turkey Federation has the BB gun range. The testing let your kid do see how good he can cast. Heart casting contest. Bass Pro Shop's going to have some things out there, including the shooting range, archery shooting range. Don't forget the catfish pond out there.
Yeah, that's always pretty busy little area right there around that catfish pond.
It's very entertaining, or at least that's one of my favorite things to do when I get a break from the booth and the shows, is I like to go over and watch the kids fish the pond. I tell you,
me too.
It's extremely entertaining, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And there's just so many things going on at this show, like I said, with over 130 booths, product giveaways, free samples, big discounts. They're going to have, like Steve was talking about, fishing, boating, hunting, camping. There'll be a lot of boats over there, a lot of outboards. Some of the newest gear that's coming out this spring for 2022 be showcased over there. Some of the new rods and reels, as well as some of the new tackle. So, boy, what a way to come, what a place to come out and really gather a lot of information in a very short time. And like Steve said, have you a corn dog while you're while you're doing all that, and enjoy yourself.
Yeah, I'm expecting this to be very much like the Bassmaster Classic that we've had here in Tulsa a couple of times. This is a pretty big deal amongst bass fishermen, and there's plenty of them around here. So I think it's going to be a pretty big show, and it looks like it's being really put on well by the Bass Pro, the folks at Bass Pro, and Costa Sunglasses are hosting this Expo. So I expect it to be pretty well done.
Yeah, I expect it to be 5-star all the way as well. There's a lot of efforts went into this, a lot of effort. So, and they know what they're doing. They put on several of these a year. So they definitely know what they're doing. And I'm sure Lowrance, they'll have a nice booth out there with all the latest and greatest of the HDSs and the Hook 2s, everything. I'm sure they'll have everything on display, and we'll be more than happy to help people push the buttons and show them what they're capable of doing and answer those questions. Bring your questions. We're all about trying to help out. Steve is extremely knowledgeable on a lot of these things. I'm pretty knowledgeable on a lot of these things. So bring your questions on out. I mean, it's going to be just a heck of a good time. You got anything else, Steve?
Well, I do one thing. I thought of it after you said it about possibly saving some money on some new gear. But we've got a couple of things going on right now. There's There's an ultimate giveaway. There's some rebates going on right now. But we've got a new product out last year called Elite FS. It's one step down from the HDF Live, but it does everything that HDF Live does. It's Ethernet capable. It is capable of supporting active target. It can hook up to a Lowrance Go trolling motor, and it's about $1,000 less than a comparable sized HDF Live. We also have, Bass Pro has these HDS carbons, which is probably the best deal I know of. An HDS 12 carbon is running about $1,400. It's like half of an HDS Live, and it does practically everything the HDS Live does. It is capable of running active target as well, and it's got upgraded maps. It's got upgraded software in it. It is an excellent unit. Maybe you need a second unit on the boat, but you don't need to spend $3,000. But you can get an HDS 12 carbon for about $1,500, and that's with a 3-in-1 transducer. So,
yeah, that'd be an excellent source for putting up front on the bow just to run your active target. And that's like Steve said, man, that's a whopper of a deal, and they're only available at Bass Pro Shop. And folks, once they're gone, they're gone.
Yeah,
you know, they have very limited supply.
We're not making any more of these, so that's it. And I noticed yesterday. They have some HDS 9 carbons as well.
Yeah.
And they're under $1,000.
Yeah. Yeah. What a deal. And like Steve, you know, like we talked about, when these are gone, they're gone. And I totally agree with Steve. I think that's the biggest bang for the buck that's currently available right now, because the carbon, you know, it was 2 years ago, it was the flagship.
Yeah.
You know, the HDS Live replaced the carbon for a new model year. And the carbon will run everything currently in the Lowrance stable. I run the carbon for a year and a half, and Steve, I know you run the carbon as well. I run the carbon 16, and just really enjoyed that particular unit. It was very, very capable.
Yeah, it was.
So
it still is.
Yeah, still is. It's an extremely capable unit and produces a really high quality picture. All righty, well, folks,
that'll about wrap it up for me. I look forward to seeing everybody out there this weekend, and just kind of counting the days down right now.
Yeah, I'm getting ready too. I'm getting a really big grin on my face. I can't wait to get out and meet some of the people and talk to them about this great Lowrance products that's currently out there, and just have a really good time. And I'll probably have me a corn dog as well.
yeah, no doubt. All right, well, that's about it for me.
All righty, folks, once again, we were talking about the Redcrest Outdoor Sports Expo that's going to be kicking off in Tulsa, Oklahoma, March the 25th through the 27th. That's over at 4145 East 21st Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And it starts at 10 o'clock Friday morning, which is the 25th, and runs through Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, same hours, all 3 days, 10 in the morning till 7 at night. And folks, here's a really big kicker. It's free. It's free admission and free parking. So, wow, how can you just not have a better deal than that? I don't know. Any last words before we kick out of here, Steve?
Well, just really looking forward to the show next weekend. I'm going to go out and get some new insoles for my sneakers, so I can stand up there all day on that concrete, and look forward to seeing everybody out there.
Yep. I hope they have some chairs for us old geezers to sit in from time to time. That's for sure. Well, folks, this is Dale York and Steve Carroll for Lowrance Electronics Academy and Just Fish Outdoors saying, we hope to see you at the Redcrest Outdoor Expo next week. We'll catch you later.